for all things Halloween. This is Hauntformer, and today, everyone, I am back with yet a long-awaited R.I.P. review. I haven't done one of these in a while. It's really weird because everyone seems to love the R.I.P. reviews. I do, you do, your mom does, your dad does, well, if they watch this. But anyways, I am back with yet another review, and today we are looking at the Ghoulish Productions Jeff the Killer mask. Now, for all of you who haven't heard of Jeff the Killer, it's likely you haven't heard of Creepypasta. Basically, Creepypasta is when you go to Olive Garden and you order a fettuccine alfredo with worm larvae on it. They refer to that as Creepypasta. Of course, I'm joking. Creepypasta is derived from copypasta, which is where you basically can take stories and send them around, copying and pasting them and sharing them with your friends. Usually, they're horror stories online. There's a website you can go to for creepypastas, and Jeff here is one of the most famous of those. Now, there's a lot of debate about how great of a creepypasta Jeff is, but whether you like the story or not, you have to admit the look of Jeff here is really creepy, and it really captures the character quite well. From, the Joker-esque smile here with the really glossy teeth and gums, might I add, which are really cool, to those eyes which just stare right into your eye sockets. And the hair is definitely really dark. You can barely even see it on the black background here. But this mask is overall a really cool looking mask. I love the way they sculpted it. I love the way it looks. And if you put it on display, it's really, really cool. It comes with, this little card here which tells you about how to take care of your mask and just more information on that. You can check out Ghoulish Productions online. I purchased this from Amazon. It cost, I think, $40 with like $5 or $6 shipping. So not a terrible price for this mask, especially when it looks this good. Now, despite all of the looks, I do have some issues with this mask. The first issue is there's barely any ventilation besides those eye sockets up there. Besides that, there's nothing in the mouth, nothing in the nose that will give you any sort of breathing, so it's very difficult to breathe. If I were you and you get this mask, I would cut a slit right there. That way you can maybe breathe a little bit better. But still, if you're going to be wearing this in a haunted house or on Halloween or something like that, you definitely want to make sure you can breathe. That's kind of important. And this mask gets pretty hot. Another big flaw I have with this mask is it's pretty small. I don't know if all Ghoulish Productions masks are like this, but it barely fit on my head. In fact, the back of it actually ripped, but they were very kind. The customer service at, I think, Halloween Costumes, they sent me a brand new one, which is really great for free. So a very great thumbs up for customer service on their part. But this is a very tight mask. Even this new one is pretty tight. And, sometimes it's just something you want to be cautious about, because if you're trying to shove it down on your head, you don't want it to rip or tear. And if the latex is ripping, then it might need to be a little thicker or something, but then, of course, it's hotter. So I can see where the difficulties come in with producing this mask, but at the same time, I think it should be a little bit bigger. But I understand the cost of doing that and still trying to make it look good. But despite all the flaws, I really like the mask. I really enjoy the character, and I'm glad that Ghoulish Productions is producing this mask. There's only really one other creepypasta mask out there, also by Ghoulish Productions, and that is, of course, the Slender Man mask. So if you want to check that one out, make sure to. But this is the Jeff the Killer mask, and while it is really cool, I'm going to have to give it a 3 out of 5 skulls, just because of all those issues with the ventilation and the size. But I hope that we can continue to see masks that are this good of, detail, but maybe just a little bit bigger and a little more ventilated, even if it comes at the cost of some detail, because if you can't wear it, it's more of just a display mask. Enough of my rant. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you want to purchase your own Ghoulish Productions mask, I put a link in the description where you can buy one just like this. Thank you for watching, and remember, as always, for all things Halloween, this is Hauntformer.